Very good evening, dear student. Today we are going to discuss about day 10 polity model answer. So, dear student, before discussing answer, let me give a brief introduction about this answer writing program. Dear student, we have started this answer writing program from 1st of July. It will continue till mid-February and will cover your entire GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4 and your essay. So, you can join to this program. The telegram link and our applications link is already given in the description box. You can join and practice our daily answer writing. And let me give a small introduction about myself. Dear student, I have written 5 mains and 3 forest mains and CSE 2022 interview. So dear student, let's discuss about the questions. The question is talking about division as well as important subject are not only skewed in favor of union government. So the subject that is distributed in our constitution under 7th schedule are not only skewed in favor of union government. There are circumstances when parliament can make law on the state subject. So discuss. So first you need to identify the questions, like how you should write the answer. So first we need to identify structure of your answer. So you first need to write about introduction. After your introduction you need to talk about how distribution of subject are skewed, and in the second part of your answer you need to write the instances when parliament can make law on state subject. Okay? Then after that you need to write a conclusion. So that's it. Let's see in the sequence of answering one by one. So first you need to give a good introduction, because introduction catch the attention of the evaluator. So the division of subject between union and state government in India is enshrined in the constitution, specifically in the 7th schedule. So this is important. 7th schedule contain the division of subject into union list, state list and concurrent list, which outline 3 lists. They are union list, state list and concurrent list. However, there are several provisions that allow union government to legislate on the matter that are otherwise within the domain of the states. But apart from the division of subject, but there are instances when the parliament can make law on the state subject. Okay. So let's discuss about the first about the how the distribution of subject are skewed in nature of in favor of union government. So union list, the union list contains subject of national importance such as defense, foreign affair, atomic energy, railway, which only parliament can legislate. It compromise large number of items compared to the state list, thereby giving union government a broader scope of legislative authority. So dear student, you can give comment the number of item in the union list, state list and concurrent list. I am giving an hints. At the end of this list it contains 0, it is 1, it is 2. Okay? So let me write it down. 100, it is 61 and it is 52. So this is the number of list this is the number that is available under the union, state and concurrent list. Okay. Then next is about the concurrent list. Both union and state government can legislate on the subject in the concurrent list. So both the central union and state legislator can legislate on the concurrent list. However, in case of conflict between the union and state law on concurrent list subject, the union law prevails. This further tilt the balance in favor of union government. Though both can legislate on the concurrent list, but in case of conflict it is the central law that is prevail over the state law. Then next is about the residuary power under Article 248. Remember this, very important. Article 248, the constitution vests the union parliament with residuary power, meaning that any subject not mentioned in any 3 lists automatically fall under the union jurisdiction. I am giving an example. Before this service tax, there is nowhere mentioned the service tax, neither in the union list nor in the state nor in concurrent list. Okay? But being the residuary power rests with the union government, so union government introduce the service tax. But in case of USA, it is the state government who have the रेसिडुअरी पावर, ठीक है. सो बी क्लियर ऑन दैट. यूएसए में स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के पास रेसिडुअरी पावर है. The next is about the circumstances where that allow Parliament to make law on the state subject. First is about the national interest under Article 248. Remember, this is 248, not 348, 349. ठीक है, it is 249. If Rajya Sabha, that is Council of State, pass a resolution by 2/3 majority that it is necessary in the national interest for Parliament to legislate on a matter in the state list, then Parliament can do so. This provision is meant to address the issue that required uniform national law. So, अगर राज्यसभा एक रेजोल्यूशन पास किया विथ 2/3 मेजोरिटी रिक्वेस्टिंग द पार्लियामेंट टू मेक लॉ on the national importance, then Parliament can make law on the state subject. The next is about the emergency provision under Article 250. During national emergency under Article 352, Parliament can legislate on any subject in the state list. This designed to ensure that Union government can take action to address the emergency effectively. You know that during emergency there is need to take some extraordinary measure to ensure that unity, integrity, peace is restored. So this is the reason Parliament has given the power to legislate on any subject on the state list to ensure the proper implementation of national emergency. The next is about the state legislator consent under Article 252. If legislature of two or more state pass resolution requesting the Parliament to legislate on the state list subject, Parliament can enact the law. It will apply only those state. Other state can adopt the law later if they wish. For example, I am giving an example. Let's say Telangana and Maharashtra pass a resolution requesting Parliament to make a law on their state list. Then Parliament make a law. After completion of the law, then law is only applicable to Maharashtra and Telangana because they have requested, and not applicable to all other state. But later on, other state like West Bengal, let's say Bihar, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, they can join. ठीक है. So next is about the failure of the constitutional machinery in a state. So this is what called precedent rule. When precedent rule is imposed in a state due to failure of the constitutional machinery, Parliament assume the power to legislate on the state subject for the state. This is meant to restore the governance and normalcy in the state. ठीक है. So आपको पता होगा, you might be knowing, when there is a failure of the constitutional machinery or what is called a state emergency, then it is the Parliament can, because during the state emergency even the state legislature is also dissolved. So because of that, Parliament can make law on the state list. Okay. Then implementation of international agreement under Article 253. The Parliament can legislate on any subject on the state list to implement international treaty, agreement or convention. This ensures that India can fulfill its international obligation effectively. Let's say an example, if there is an agreement that is going on in the WTO to do something related to agriculture, but agriculture is fall under the state government, but being an international part of the international treaty, so it gave power to the Parliament to legislate law even on the state list. Okay. So after that you need to write a good conclusion. While you can write, while Indian Constitution envisages a balanced federal system, what we have envisaged balanced federal system, the reality is gradually shift up centralizations. This expansive interpretation of union list subject and encroaching on the concurrent list Parliament's override power have tilted the scale in favor of union government. ठीक है. So gradually because of overriding and taking more subject by the union government, so balance or power tilted in favor of union government. This trend warrant careful consideration to preserve the federal character of Indian polity and ensure effective governance at the both central and state level. ठीक है. So we need to ensure there should be a good governance, there should be a cooperation, so that we ensure a good governance both at the center and the state level. So this is all about the answer writing. Dear student, please write in the comment box if you have any doubt, and in case you need any kind of video, you can simply give a comment. On the basis of that comment, we'll make video in the future. And dear student, please subscribe to our channel